Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back. For those who have been here before, and for those who are here for the first time, welcome. So today I'm gonna be doing a conjunction video, meaning I'm just doing a sort of like a follow-up from one of the videos I did, which I think I titled it as I reintroduce myself, where I was specifying what the whole channel is going to be about and the type of content that you would find and so on. So today I'm doing one of those videos. So it's basically story time. Yes, it's story time. I'm gonna talk about, well, I'm gonna tell you guys about an incident that happened to my siblings and I. Yeah, the day we almost died.
Here I go, I'm on my way with my love glasses on.
So on the 22nd, 22nd of April, which is today, but in 2019, I almost said 1990 something, 2019, my siblings and I were involved in a taxi accident. We were in that taxi. So the story I'm gonna tell you guys is basically what happened from the beginning of the whole thing. And basically why I am sharing this is because it's one of the incidents that happened in my life that have contributed to my depression and driving anxiety, so yeah, so fine. When we were going to we went to KZN Besenza. Okay, we were doing a ritual for my grandmother after she had passed on, I think a year back, like 2018. So in Zulu batu geza, so that's geza. In directly translated English, we were doing a job for the downs that is celebrated by the ups. Msebenzi wabaphansi. So yeah, so we were doing that. Okay, and on my dad's side of the family, there's no adults per se left. It's just my siblings, my dad's brother's siblings, like the grandchildren is the only people that remain. So we are the ones who have to pop up money, pop up all those things for those certain things to happen in that household. So basically, yeah, that's what happens. So we had contributed, and buying the goats, the cows, the chickens, the food and whatever that people that will come would have to eat. Fine, the Thursday, can't remember the dates properly, but the Thursday we left. But before we left, we had a debate with one of the elders of the family that remains, well, from another household. Basically, my grandfather practiced polygamy, so from my grandmother, my dad's father's household, we are the only people that remain, the grandchildren. So the other elders, the other elders come from other homes, but they're also my grandfather's kids or relatives. Get it? Yeah, I'm a Zulu girl, so we practice those things. So we'll call that elder George. Yeah, we'll call that elder George. So yeah, fine. So we communicate with George. He's the one's like, no, we're gonna need this, we're gonna need that, this and that and that. Okay, cool. So we like to him. He's like, no, he wants to slaughter the goat on Thursday. It was a long weekend. It was Good Friday in Tonton. He's like, no, he wants to slaughter on Thursday. We're like, how do you slaughter on Thursday when we are all working on Thursday? Meaning we'd only come to KZN Thursday evening. So we'll only arrive Friday morning. No, it's fine. You guys don't have, that's him. No, you guys don't have to be here. It's fine. I can do it. I can do it. So basically in the Zulu tradition, when the goat, the goats, they use it to tell the downs, like the ancestors, that okay, we are doing this and this ritual this weekend and this is what's going to happen, you know, before they slaughter the actual cow for the ritual. So the goat is the that's ukubika ngesiZulu, ukubika. So we're like, how are you gonna do that if the kids that like the kids for that household are not even around? It's like, no, it's fine, I can do it, blah blah blah. We're like, okay, cool. One of my cousins lives closer, like she's in Durban. Like, okay, it's fine. Rather you take an early taxi so that at least by the time he slaughters the cow, I mean the goat, you'll be there, yeah, well, you'll be our representative. You'll know what he says to whatever, Phahla, or yeah, I think about to Phahla, Msam. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know it in English. So yeah, so okay, that was the agreement. Fine, my cousin will go Friday morning so that by the time they slaughter the goat, she's there. By the time she got there Friday, the goat had already been slaughtered. No consultation. I mean, when she got there Thursday afternoon, goat had already been slaughtered. No communication whatsoever. So we don't know what George or Phahle or Rubike Watini Emsam. We don't know what he told the ancestors. We don't know what ritual he said he's doing. You know, that's why we wanted to be there so that we witness and know that we are on the same page, you know. Yeah, I say you know a lot. I just noticed. But yeah, so that's what happened. So Tina, we took a taxi, one of these long distance taxis, Thursday night, and only arrived Friday morning. So already then, even we were even more late for that whole goat slaughtering and ukbika and whatnot. So basically, by the time we got there, everything was done. So we just proceeded with whatever. So fine, we let it slide because I mean, we trusted him as an elder. Good, to you'll do the right thing or say the right thing. So we let it slide. Friday things proceed. Cow is slaughtered. Sorry, cow is slaughtered for Saturday. Saturday would have been the actual whole ritual thing happening. Saturday morning, we busy chopping, planning where we need to go, you know, but writing down all the things we need to go buy in town, because like town is far, so when you go, you must go once and not go back again. So then George, he was somewhere outside and he was busy, I don't know with what. Oh, with the skin, with the sheep skin. So he's busy there and we're like not paying any attention to him until he's like, no guys, come and put ispandla. Ispandla is that, okay, I'll put a photo just now so that you, for those who don't know what ispandla is, there's a photo. So they put it around your wrist for some of these rituals that we do, depending on what the ritual is. You don't just put it for every ritual, you know. They're like, no, come. He calls me first, I think, puts it on me. I'm like, oh, okay. Me now I was happy. I'm like, yo, I've always wanted to wear this thing, you know. I'm happy. Then he calls my siblings and every grandchild that lives in that household, you know, not the rest. He doesn't call his kids and just the ones that live in this particular household. Fagis Pandla. Even my brothers, to a point that he said, no, I must go wake them up. They were sleeping. I almost said upstairs. It's not upstairs. Pezul. God, it's not upstairs. So I go and even wake them up. Baba Fagi Pandla, and then fine, life goes on. Later on, the very same day, I go to my aunt's place. I needed to go bath there. So I go to my aunt's place. So I'm very curious about this thing, as happy as I was that being Fagis Pandla, but I'm like, why are we wearing Pandla? Because Lumsebenzi, I mean, this ritual is not a ritual for us to wear those things. So I'm chilling there and I ask my aunt, I'm like, so why are we wearing these things this time around? I mean, my dad passed away and we had the same ritual, but even for my dad, we didn't wear these things. A whole lot of my dad's brothers passed away. We still didn't wear this thing. But why this one? Why my grandmother's one in particular? Why are we wearing these things? She's like, I saw that thing that you're wearing is pandla, but I thought you came with it from your mom's house. Like she was thinking they had a ritual here at my house, and I went wearing it to kids. And I'm like, no, I wore this thing this morning. This guy put these things on us. I'm like, you'll see, even my other siblings and cousins are wearing them. Hey, woman is puzzled. She's like, what? What the hell? I'm like, woman. We leave, and then she's like, no, I'm gonna go consult with the even elder of the elders, you know. Then she asks one of the grandmothers, but no, is George supposed to put ipandla on these people, on these kids? This grandmother was shocked, like, what? Grandmother also thought that we came with these things from our homes, like from our mom's side, our mom's sides of the family. Yeah, we have different moms. Story for another day. So then my aunt's like, no, woman, these people apparently got these things from George this morning. She's like, George is crazy. She stood up literally same time she stood up and went to go to him and told them, no, keep alabantu. Like, take off these things. Why the hell? Since when do we put these things on these kids on such rituals? We never do that. So where the hell does this come from? Why the hell do you put these things on these kids? Please go remove them with immediate effect and burn them. George was like, what? He ignored her. Like, literally, he ignored her. Until later on, I think at about 7 or 8, we're chilling with my siblings. My aunt comes in again. She's like, are you guys still wearing these things? We're like, yeah. She's like, take them off, all of you, now. We literally all of us took them off, and then she took them with to actually go burn them. Fine, life goes on. George doesn't even come to say anything or explain himself. Why did he put these things on us? Next guy continues with life. Even where his own son was like, how? Why aren't we wearing these things? Because we're also grandchildren to the late grandmother. He ignored him, literally. He just looked at him and then he continued with whatever he was doing. Just like that, and he left it. I think we left on a Monday. Yeah, because today's shoot. I think on a Monday. Yeah, what's today? Today is Wednesday. We left on a Monday. So in the morning, fine, we leave. This guy has 3 or 4 taxis. We leave Monday morning, and we use his taxi to go back. Yeah, so we use his taxi to go back. So as say it's the rurals, like my grand's place is like the rurals where one house is here, the other house is there. Then like you can hear the echo when the neighbors are talking. So from my grand's house, we went to his house, George's house, to fetch his kids. Because when we came with his kids, my cousins, and some of my aunts and whatnot. So he was like, when the kids like were coming towards the quantum with their bags, he's like, why? No, don't use this. No, don't climb on this one. There's another one I organized for you guys. That time in that taxi, it was me, family. It was me, my little sister, my little brother, a cousin, I think 2 cousins. No, a cousin and an aunt in that taxi. And he's like, no, you guys will use another one, which didn't already make sense. And then he's like to my aunt, no, get out of this quantum, you'll use the other one that I organized for the rest of them. My aunt is like, why must I now use another one? Ngoba it's not like I'm not gonna pay. I'm definitely gonna pay. So why just the way everyone else is gonna pay? And he let it go like that. We left. We left en route Gauteng. Drive. Everything is smooth, everything is fine. We'll get to our first pit stop. Fine, everyone refreshes, whoever is hungry buys food, whatever the case may be. I call my then girlfriend. I'm like, no, I'm at this place. I'm probably 3-4 hours away. to get home. But when I get home, I'm definitely gonna just take the car and come see you. Because when I left, she was not feeling well. So I took her home. She was here. Then I took her home the day before I left for KZN. So I was like, no, when I get home, take the car and I come see you. So that was the plan. And it's like, bye, I love you, I love you. Oh, I'm like, bye, I love you. And she's like, I love you too. And then I'm like, oh, I'll text you when I get to the other pit stop because my phone is low. So to save battery, I'll text it in the next pit stop. We say our goodbyes. Get in the taxi, we go. I probably fell asleep here and there. But it started raining. Like it was raining. Maraile, lightning and whatnot, thunder and all those things. It was just that rain that doesn't have those, and that one that never stops raining. It just goes on and on. Fine. We go. And then there's a place at KZN called between Newcastle and Forecrest. It's called, no, it's actually Newcastle, but it's called Amachuba. Guys, Amachuba. Let me show you how Amachuba looks. So, as you can see, Amachuba is just hills, mara curve, curve. And when you look at that video, you see on the sides, the one side has that hill, and it's the one that's made of stones. And then on this side, there's just that steel bar thingy. I don't know what they call it, that is on roads. That side, I don't know what gyawel in English is, but gyawel. So if you hit that thingy or you roll over, yeah, on that side. Yay. Kev. I really don't know what happened. Bucy, Nini, or when, but we were going there on that curve. The next thing, like, guys, every time I close my eyes, I can still see this. Like, even now, because I'm talking about it, I can literally imagine it. So what happened, well, the little that I do remember, we were driving, Ikev was curving to the left. I don't know what this guy was doing, but the only thing I saw, the car, the Quantum, I was sitting probably the seat before the back seat on the window. So we're driving on this side. It's my little sister, it's my little brother. It was curving, I don't know, all I saw, the car spin and it just hit. I was literally looking when it went and it hit the hill that was the one that was made of stone. So it hit the wall fast, like it felt like it was going at 200 speed. Sorry, when it hit that wall, I just remember it span and it went bah! And then after that I went black. I don't remember. It just hit that thing. I don't remember. I don't even remember hearing screams. I don't even remember hearing cries. Nothing. It went mute. Next thing, Mbone say meal, and now by the time it landed, I know it rolled a number of times. Sorry, but by the time I came back to life, it was standing on the side. So yeah, it was standing on the side, meaning the roof was, yeah, this is the car. It felt like that. That's when I woke up and I just heard voices because cars had already stopped. Like, guys, I don't know how many times this car rolled, but it seems like it rolled along, like, for a lot of time. Like, it rolled a lot of times for a long time, because by the time I snapped out of it, like, a lot of people were already around. When did these people stop their cars? When did they get out of their cars if this car was still rolling? I don't know, but yeah, I just heard those voices and I got up. I don't even know where I was standing, but I was standing upright and I looked down and I saw my brother. He was like laying down, because now he was on this side where the Quantum landed. So everybody from this side would land on him. Like, me and my sister would land on him. But he was laying there on the floor, but you can see that he's trying to get up. So he was getting up. The guys, or the people, the bystanders, the Quantum has this thing written, emergency exit, at the top. So it was on the side. So they started kicking it and then it broke open, because other people were going out Hey, I don't know. The window that was up there, the way my knees were and the state that I was in, I don't think I could have went up there. And then I must jump down. I couldn't. So they kicked that exit thing, then we went out. Guys, I was mute. I was not screaming. I don't know where, like, my mind switched off. We got out, then I first checked myself, like, where's this person, where's my aunt, where's my cousin? I found, actually before that, when I got out, just nje ukudlula kancane, I broke down. I don't know from where. I broke down. I remember I was crying like, uyasibulala. Uyasibulala. That was the driver. Uyasibulala. Nangu uzama ukusibulala. I will call him that. Uyasibulala. Yo. I couldn't stop crying. And the bystanders, like these ladies, came to comfort us and check who's hurt and whatnot. I don't even know where the driver was. And when I was done crying and I realized, oh shit, where's my siblings? I remember seeing them, but where they checked and I found them. Yeah? Then, hey, guys, it was still raining. Like, I don't know how to explain that whole scene, but it still gives me nightmares. It really still gives me nightmares. I took my phone, I called George. It was George's car, obviously, and we were closer to KZN than we were to Gauteng, so he would be the closest person to come to us instead of calling our mothers, because our mothers are in Gauteng. Called George. The first thing that George asked me was, how badly is the car damaged? Can the car still move? Guys, how when your family was in that very same car? And I just told you it's at Amajuba. You know, after I called him and then I called my mother, by then I was still crying hysterically. Yeah, I hope I said that right. But anyway, I called my mom and I told her this had happened. Sure, guys, when you're a kid, né, and you got hurt, you'd cry and cry, and then just when you're done and then you see your mom, it starts all over. And that's how it was when I called my mom. It was bad, guys. It was bad. Looking at that car and looking at myself, I touched myself a few times to see if I'm not hurt. The only thing that was painful was my leg. The only thing that was painful was just my leg, and I was limping a bit. But I checked. There was nothing. There was no blood. There was no cut. The only person that had a small scratch and it was kind of bleeding was my brother. But I took tissue and I just wiped the blood. But he was still in shock. No one was talking. We just, guys, look at the pictures. Look at how this car was by the time we went out of the That's how bad it was. Ambulance came. There were people who had scratches and bruises, but no one was badly hurt. Like, literally no one was badly hurt, and no one died. Fast forward, there was a quantum that was passing by Ilakiayo and Ilakietu. It was going to Gauteng. It had like two people. They took us. The one or two people that took an ambulance went to the ambulance. We went in the quantum and it was mute. No one wanted to talk. The one question, I can't even remember clearly, but something my brother asked me and I just started sobbing. I started digesting what George asked me, because he just asked me about the car, and then the second time he called and he asked me if is anyone dead, or is anyone badly injured. Not asking, is this one safe, is that one safe, is the family safe? No, he just asked me, is anyone dead or is anyone badly injured? I'm like, no. Then he hung up. He doesn't even say bye. He doesn't even know how we left that place. We drove off in that quantum and I remember the song that played in the background was Cover Me, My Lord. And I sobbed. I literally sobbed. Because I was like, wow, what a coincidence of this song playing just when I feel like, yo, cover me, my Lord, he covered me. We could have died. Imagine, guys, the way it's so dangerous. The way that car was spinning, if a truck was coming or other cars were coming and they were coming in speed, they could have hit that car, irole, to that side line, and it was gonna roll. And as it rolls, it's those car accidents, it's those things where the car rolls, and as it rolls, it coughs someone out through the window, through the windscreen. It keeps rolling and rolling all the way down. All the way down. That's how bad this thing could have been. But the relevance of that song at that point, Cover Me, My Lord, Under Your Shelter, guys, yo, I sobbed when that song kept on playing. Yo, fast forward, we called all our mothers, and eventually my mom picked us up somewhere, thinking for Suras, picked us up, and I think that's where my heart felt, I don't know, some sort of warmth. I was home. Like, I was home. I was in my mom's arms. And, phew, guys, I can't explain how badly that accident was. And, yo, I don't know, but I haven't been able to erase that thing from my head. So basically, what I meant by he almost killed us, those things that we wore, we were not supposed to wear them. Ubiga, the one I spoke about, that he was supposed to wait for us, he wanted to do it on his own, because only he knew what he was saying. He was not saying, I'm doing this ritual for this and this, for my grandmother. He said whatever he said. These things, we have never worn them. You don't wear them for that ritual. But he insisted that we wear them, and he didn't want to go burn them when he was told to go burn them. So, long story short, if my aunt had not taken those things and burnt them, we would have died. Basically, we would have died. We would have died if those things were not removed. That was him putting his spell. I didn't believe in these things until this thing happened. Mind you, then I was told that he cannot call us and check how we are. Hence, it didn't even specify, are you okay? Is he okay? Is your brother okay? Is your sister okay? Because should he do that, then he's breaking that supposed spell that he has put, or whatever. But what he was trying to do, uktwala, probably, because one of my siblings made me aware that every time someone passes away, this guy buys a new taxi. So we can imagine. So I don't know, guys, I have tried to not believe this, but when you look at it, today is literally a year since this thing happened. He has never called. He has never called either of us. He has never called our mothers, but he was so quick to call our mothers to tell them that we need to come down to KZN for the ritual. But now this whole thing has happened in your taxi. He hasn't called. Till this day, he hasn't called anybody. So that says volumes about the whole theory that I've been told. He literally wanted us dead. And then one of his kids has the audacity to tell me that no, he went to Sangoma to go check why that accident happened, and they told him that because him and the other elders were having quarrels, then that's why. Then the downs, like the ancestors, are not happy that this ritual happened while these people are not in good terms. Which is bull. Which ancestors these people this guy is talking about is my dad. My dad loved me. He would never put me through such things because of him, because of George. He would never. My grandmother, the last days of my grandmother before she died, she wanted, like, the one person she wanted to see was me. Unfortunately, I didn't make it because I was in Gauteng and I was working. But those are not, no, those people would never do that. I'm like, you're so quick to go and consult, but you haven't called to check how we are. Like, how, guys? Yo, I still haven't gotten over this. I see it a lot when I close my eyes. I have anxieties when I drive. I am very scared of curves. Curves on the freeway, I am very, very scared. Sometimes I'd be approaching a curve and it hits me in my head. Then I panic. I feel like I'm gonna hit this car. Should I stop? Should I? Guys, I literally have serious anxieties. When it rains, it's even worse. The first time I had an anxiety attack, I was driving and it was raining and I started crying. I just parked the car on the side of the road, but I started crying and crying. I tried to call for help to see if anyone was on the freeway to come sit with me and, distract my mind, but there was nobody. My chest started closing in. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't go outside because now it was hail. It was hail outside. The trauma, guys. But I'm glad that all that we came out with was my brother's scratch. I have a bruise, and that was that, and the trauma. But we're here. A year later, we are very much still alive. We are very much breathing, and we are very grateful for that. And I hope over and over my ancestors will continue to protect us. And yeah, I wish not to communicate with this guy. The way things are, it's fine. We don't have to talk. I don't count him as my family, as well as all the people that defended him from my side of the family. It's fine, guys. If it's not your time to die, it's not your time to die. No matter what a person is trying to do, whether they're trying to gain wealth, whether they're trying to do whatever, if it's not my time to leave this earth, I am not gonna leave. So yeah, that's the story. Thank you very much for listening to my story. I probably left some parts out, but yeah, at least I told you the important things that I thought I should share. So yeah, you can believe it, you cannot, you can choose to not believe it, it's up to you. This is my true life story that actually happened. So yeah, I hope you will return for the next video. I hope to post it very soon. This video took me the whole day to shoot because I tried to take it at work in the morning, in the afternoon. It didn't work until home time. So yeah, thank you guys. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Till next time.